Why didn't you just have something in writing? I'm guessing that at some point y'all got on the phone.
Yeah, we got on the phone after the text message. I was like, I don't want to keep texting. We got on the phone, and that's when, he told me some of his personal financial problems and saying, he was behind on rent, he didn't have a computer, and he just didn't have the ability to continue to shooting.
So that's why you wanted
the final
payment in full. You wanted to buy a laptop.
I believe that was the urgency, yes, ma'am.
Why didn't you already have the equipment necessary to complete such a job?
It was a crazy few months. My laptop actually went out on me as we were shooting.
Why didn't you use his? He suggested to use his.
He did, yes, ma'am.
And you said no.
I did, yes, ma'am.
Why?
I would say I would count it up to pride, honestly. Just wanting to have my own.
You pride yourself on your work, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so you say you owe him nothing. In your answer, do you believe you owe him some money?
Yes.
How much?
700.
Huh?
700.
How do you come to that figure?
The 2 extra shoots that we did after the initial 6, so that will come out to about 3, and then the rest, which would have come from that 1,000 that he sent me, that's where it would have run into the editing. So I didn't edit anything, so he would get that 700.
Okay, I'm gonna open it up.
So, just to make sure I understand this, Mr. Johnson, you say that the $750 that you paid him were for his services of videoing, not editing.
Not editing. When I reached out to him at first, I wanted a specific price for each because everyone does it differently.
Yep.
So I wanted, what is the cost for just filming and what is the cost for just editing?
And it was $750 for just filming, which he did.
For 5 days.
For 5 days.
Yes.
But for the initial $750 that you gave him for the filming, which he did for 6 days, why does he have to give you that back, I'm wondering?
Well, some of the scenes weren't usable. I feel like if the audio and video is not usable, I paid for a product that I cannot use.
Yeah, but it's subjective as to whether or not you find it to be of high quality.
It's not quality. I can't use this stuff. I can't even release it.
But he was still there those days with a camera in his hand filming these
He did work
scenes.
7 days. I give you that.
All right.
I have a question, just one. You said you can only use 10 scenes?
I can use about 10 scenes. We can kind of...
How many days worth of work do you think that
So we
might have
shot
been?
about 4 scenes a day, 3 to 4 scenes a day, so about 3.5 days.
3.5 days would
Yeah.
okay.
Is that normal that you would have to reshoot about half of it?
Reshoots happen. Typically, you want to reshoot them as we go. I feel like since this is his profession, he should have watched them play back at the time and say, okay, let's reshoot that. Let's do this. The audio was different. Let's change the mic areas. Let's do some things in real time. We were finding this out in post-production, so it's kind of...
Right, so how many scenes did he shoot that were not usable, that you're gonna have to totally redo?
In my opinion, 4.
4, okay.
How much money for the days he didn't work did you pay him?
So I paid him $750 at first for
Correct.
the 5 days.
He
I
did
paid him-
that.
He did that.
Yes.
I paid him an extra $1,000, thinking that the $300, because he charged $150 a day,
That's
would
what
go
I'm
to
saying.
2 days, and the $700 would be a deposit toward the editing.
Okay, so about 300
About $300.
for the days that you wanted him to shoot that were extra.
300 was only for 2 days.
For
100
2 days.
for 2 days.
And he didn't do those 2 days?
He did those 2 days. I never paid him for the last day that it would be if we would have did the last day.
So $150?
$150.
Okay. And then the remaining was for editing?
The remaining $700 should have been for a deposit for editing that I never...
Okay.
I'm done.
Good.
All right.
The parties are excused while we deliberate in this matter. Thank you both.
We've deliberated and we have a verdict. It's not unanimous, though. I happen to feel that, Mr. Robinson, you are entitled to all the days that you actually videoed. That would be 7 days. My colleagues believe the videoing was of such poor quality that you are not entitled to all those days you filmed, and they credit the plaintiff that you're only entitled to 3.5 days of videoing. So therefore, the verdict is in favor of the plaintiff in the amount of $1,225.